Hey everybody. Well, here I'm just sharing some short stories, about my way of learning or my experience learning. There are many things, but I just wanted to point out some things that just come to my head. Yeah. For instance, learning flamenco. When I grew up, there was not that many things like as methods, courses, and books and stuff like that. Actually, it was quite tough. And my family is half from the north and the south, like my grandfather was coming from Levante, from Murcia, Cartagena. And also I got some time to live in Cordoba. But many years when I lived in Spain, when I was a kid, I was also in the north, and that was even more difficult there to learn flamenco. I remember back then, I was just learning from whoever I could, I remember going to gypsy parties, and stuff like that, and staying until really early in the morning, after a whole night party, trying to just hang out and catch things, and it was very interesting because back then people was very kind of like jealous or secretive, especially when you wanted to learn from gypsies, and they will hide a lot if they will notice that you were trying to, catch something they were doing or whatever. They will just continue playing and just turn around or doing things like that. But it was not always like that. Obviously, there was some people that really helped me also to learn. And later on, as I grew up and I learned more and more, I got to get some good teachers and go to different cities and just really sit down with people and learn more the way you would do it, I guess, nowadays. Yeah, still no internet, stuff like that. I even got some books later on, but a lot of those books, they were more addressed to classical guitarists. There was just transcriptions of flamenco or flamenco-ish pieces that were made for classical guitar players, so they could play something with a flamenco flavor. So I mean, it still was interesting, but it was different than really learning compass and keeping up with all that kind of thing, the tempo, etc. So I got a really old school type of flamenco learning, and nothing like what happened these days. You have great music courses, even conservatories that are teaching flamenco, and a lot of material. Still, I would never ever substitute a good teacher, somebody directing you and checking out what you're doing and giving you advice. So I know that many of us have done that before too. Think, I'll buy the book or the course, etc., and that is enough, or why would I pay for a private lesson if I can just buy the book and learn it, But really, there is quite a lot in much more authentic stuff that you learn when you actually talk to somebody, Definitely video courses these days have gotten really good, so you get a lot of that too. But still, even though I'm the first one who has products like that, I still recommend everybody, to be able to sit, with me or with whatever the teacher they can get, just make sure it's a nice one, so they can get the details. A lot of things that many times, unfortunately, we cannot put on videos and stuff. But that's my opinion, and that's the way I learn, you know. And bottom line, the important thing is that you want to learn, that you see yourself playing flamenco, that you like it, and don't let anything stop you or block, or because I cannot get the course, or because I cannot watch the video, or because I cannot buy a book or pay for my lessons. I'm just gonna wait. No, just put your hands on the guitar and try. You know, even when you don't know what you're doing, you're still doing something, and that will, you know, add up. So that is important, and that will be probably my first recommendation, you know. So after that, don't worry, help is always on the way. All right, see ya.